guys, it's Jessie V, and today I have a very frustrating story for you guys. Like, whenever I think about this story or talk about it, I literally get heated. My body literally heats up from annoyance and just frustration and anger all together in one. It's probably gonna like make you guys so mad as well when you hear what this guy did to me. Oh, and by the way, this is not about Ty, this is not about my current boyfriend, this is about an ex. It's just that at the time this guy was my boyfriend, he wasn't an ex, which is why I didn't use the word ex in the title, because you know what I mean? It's so hard to explain, but to just save Ty from being attacked. This is not about Ty, this is about a guy that I previously dated, okay? So this guy that I was with lied to me quite a lot. Usually it was just these small little lies, and even those weren't okay, but at the time I just let them pass, which was so stupid of me. Like, if a guy or girl lies to you constantly, don't stay with them, okay? Because they're not trustworthy. You shouldn't have someone like that a part of your life, because liars are not keepers. Get rid of the liars and your life will be so much better, I promise you. But the story I'm going to tell you today is about the time that this guy just did this huge, drawn out, detailed lie that I later found out about and was not happy at all. In fact, I was close to heartbroken, because if you love somebody and you find out that they lied to your face, like a detailed, planned out lie, it just hits right here. Right here, it hits there. So it was a Friday evening and I asked my boyfriend at the time, what should we call him? We need a name for this guy. We need a name for this liar. Let's call him Timmy, because Timmy seems like the name that just came to the top of my head. So I asked Timmy if he wanted to go to dinner with my parents and I, because honestly, Timmy wasn't finding a lot of time to spend time with my parents, and it's really important for my parents to feel close to the guy that I'm dating. They want to get to know him. They want to make sure he's good for me. I mean, it's understandable, right? If you're a parent, you want to know the person that your daughter's dating, your daughter or your son is dating. So I told Timmy, I was like, listen, it's really important for you to go to this dinner with my family and I. It's going to be a chill evening. We're all just going to talk, hang out, and hopefully bond, because bonding is a good thing. Especially because I had already been dating this guy for I think a year, and he had only hung out with them like a few select times. So Timmy at first was like,
you know, do I have to? Is this really necessary?
And that was already sort of starting to annoy me, because why would you not want to make the effort to get to know your girlfriend's parents? Like, why is that not important to you? And you guys know my parents. My parents are so chill and funny and relaxed. Like, I don't think my parents are intimidating at all. Like, you know Mama V and Daddy V, they're just like great people. And I'm not just saying that because they're my parents. Like, they're genuinely awesome people to have conversations with. So I was like, Timmy, please, it's gonna be a great night, you'll love it. So finally he gave in, but he was like,
okay, I can only go for an hour because I have to get home tonight and do my homework.
So I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I mean, at least that's a yes, even though it's just an hour, right? So Timmy, my parents, and I all go out to dinner, and we're sitting there. It's a decent night, you know, it's going all right. We all order our food, we're eating, but then something goes a little bit wrong. Timmy rushes through his food. He's eating like an animal, you know what I mean? He's trying to eat his food as fast as possible. So he finishes before all of us, and then looks to me and goes,
okay, I gotta go now.
And I just think that's a little bit disrespectful, especially because my parents are still eating, I am still eating, and who just gets up at the dinner table out at a restaurant when we're not even done our evening, when people haven't even finished their food? So I'm in like total shock. I'm looking at him and I'm like, really, Timmy? You gotta leave right in this moment? And he's like,
Jess, I have homework. I told you I have homework. I have to do my science work, my math work. I have a project that's due on Monday. I have to get it all done. My evening is gonna be spent studying and working.
And listen, education is very important. I fully support people doing their homework, finishing their projects, studying. That is super important. But like, we would probably only be at dinner for like 20 more minutes. But he seemed so passionate passionate about his work that I was like, fine, Timmy, go home, do your work, that's fine. So he like gets up from the table and heads out, and I'm just sitting there with my parents trying to sort of defend him. I'm like, listen, parents, he's not usually like this, so give him, you know, a chance. And I'm defending the guy. Why, Jess? Why? And my parents are just sort of confused. They're just sitting there like,
Okay, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Maybe we'll have a full dinner another time.
like, it was just really embarrassing, and thinking back to it, I don't know how I let this happen to me constantly. But anyways, I get back home and I'm just like watching movies with my parents, and I'm texting Timmy every once in a while, just like asking how his work is going and stuff. And he's saying like,
Oh, I'm just so over my head in homework, so I can't text right now.
all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, I will let him work the rest of the night. I won't bother him. So here I was, sitting at home thinking that my boyfriend is studying and working. He wasn't. And I didn't find this out until about midnight, but I went on to Snapchat, which is a great place to find out information. And basically, Timmy's best friends posted a Snapchat story, and when I went to view that story, guess who I saw? I saw Timmy at a party, drinking, partying, dancing to music, having a grand old time. Doesn't sound like homework to me. Not at all. So I can't even tell you how I felt in this moment. And listen, it wasn't the fact that he was at a party, because if you want to go out and have a good time with your friends, great. I'm not one of those clingy girlfriends that don't let their boyfriends do anything. Like, I'm actually pretty relaxed. It was the fact that he ditched dinner with my family and then lied to me about studying. Like, it just, my mind suddenly goes to, is he cheating on me? Why did he feel like he needed to lie? Why is a dinner with my family not important enough to him? Like, my mind's just going into all these places. And then I go on Instagram and I see tons of pictures of him at this party with his friends. He's being tagged in all these pictures, and I'm just like, ugh, it's a stab to the heart because it was such a drawn out lie. And the fact that he stood there and told me to my face,
Jess, I have to go. I'm studying all night. I'll probably be up until like 4 a.m. studying my butt off, Jess. So let me go home and study.
I can't even express to you the annoyance of just like retelling this story, even though it happened like literally 5 years ago. So in the end, I texted him and I was like, really? You're studying? And I had like screenshot like the Snapchat story and like sent it to him. So obviously he couldn't lie. And then he was just like apologizing over and over, like,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
and not to mention, most of these pictures that he was tagged in, he was like sitting snuggled up on a couch with some like girl. I don't know who she was. And he was just apologizing over and over again, and I was just so upset with him, and I was like, listen, we need to go on a break, when I should have broken up with him. But you know, stupid Jessie back then was like, oh, we just need some time apart. Listen, guys, I like to have morals and meanings in my story times. I like to give you guys advice. You know, I want you to learn stuff from my story times. And the lesson of today is, if you're with somebody, it could even be just a friend, if they're just lying to you constantly, that an alarm should be going off in your head that says, ditch them, ditch them, ditch them. I wish I could go back to my younger self and just be like, Jessie, you deserve so much more. But I just didn't have the confidence back then, you know? And the thing is, you don't have to have a significant other to feel whole, you know? You can be single and completely happy. So if someone's not treating you well, just get rid of them. It's really not that hard. I would have honestly avoided this heartbreak back then if that alarm had gone off in my head earlier. But anyways, I just wanted to share this story with you because I thought about it the other day and I was like, listen, this is a great story to tell my subs. It'll help them learn something. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Actually, enjoy might not be a good word. But yes, this was not about Ty. This is about a guy named Timmy that I dated a while ago. His name wasn't Timmy, but that was the name that I, you know, put in there. Anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your night and I will see you in my next video. Bye!